Hello, welcome to the Crates Motel. My name's Conan. In today's video, we're going to look at another super famous sound, Robin S. Show Me Love, Crystal Waters' Gypsy Woman, a million other house records, hip hop, R&B, New Jack Swing, every genre, again, maybe apart from country and western, but who knows? It is, of course, the Korg M1 Organ. If you check below, you can download the expansion, use it, share it, enjoy it. Let's jump in. Okay, so I've got the M1 organ loaded up on the MPC and a drum kit. We're just going to knock up a quick house beat, showcase the organ sound. With the organ, if you go into Program Edit, make sure that all key groups are set to one shot. Then that's in global. If you go into Amp Envelope, set to AHDS, sustain to 0 and decay to 80. That will give it a kind of less sustain. You can have sustain set all the way up, maximum. Let's just show what happens when we do that. And sustain right up. So you can have that if you want. But as we're using as a bass kind of style sound, let's set it to about 80. Perfect. Okay, so let's just jump out. We'll go into my kit. Let's make a quick beat. Just making sure that my swing was set to 63. Okay, I'm feeling that. That sounds good. Pretty standard house drum beat. Now, the difficult thing with this sound is, as it's been used on 25 million house records, maybe more, it's difficult to do something, not be influenced subconsciously, not do something that copies something else. So I'm not trying to break any barriers here. I'm literally just going to showcase the sound as a single note, as a kind of bass sound, and then we'll go into the notes and we'll do some little chords in there as well. I mean, how many tracks can you write around these chords? I mean, limitless. It's one of the things I love about the MPC, the really easy chords function. It's brilliant. Love it. All right, let's go for something a little bit lower, a bit deeper. Okay, so just quickly on the organ, it's a very, very clean expansion. I've sampled it straight off my M1 organ. I didn't add any effects on it. It's completely dry. I've even called the program M1 Organ Dry, as you can see. But what I've done is I've added a little bit of tube drive on there, just a tiny little bit of drive, a little bit of saturation. And then in the actual, on the main outs, I've got my standard master bus set up where I've got air compressor, a little bit of compression, barely doing anything, in fact, if anything at all, little bit of EQ, tiny little bit of drive on the air tube. Actually, I haven't even got that switched on. Actually, it's nice with a little bit of drive, tiny little bit, really, really subtle. Then a limiter at the end, which shouldn't really be doing anything. It is doing something, of course. I think it's because I drove the organ a little bit. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that being on there because it's not crushing things too much and it's just giving everything a little bit of cohesion. Check that though, if you run a limiter on your master bus right at the end of the chain, go back and check it. Every time you add something new or you boost something a little bit in the mix or whatever, go back and check your limiter because you don't want it doing too much work. If I was to print this, I would probably drop the volume of everything because I don't want it to be crushed. I want a little bit of headroom in the actual master bounce. So, but as things sound at the moment, I kind of like that. It's just got a little bit of compression on there, a little bit of limiting rather. Very, very small amount. So there you have it, the Korg M1 organ. I think it was actually organ 2 is the actual preset, but I have used it on I've lost count of how many tracks I've pulled that sound up and used it. It's a really, really good sound. If you're kind of in a little bit of a dead end and you don't really know what to do, you've made a nice beat, house music beat, and you just want to kind of, you know, get a quick sketch down or something, pull up that sound and 9 times out of 10, maybe even 99 times out of 100, you're going to get out of that writer's block situation. It's such a good sound. It's timeless. It never sounds dated, despite the fact that it's been used 29 billion times. I still love it. I still use it all the time. So please download the expansion, share it, use it, do whatever you want to do with it. Just enjoy it. So thanks for watching. This is the Crates Motel. My name's Conan. Until next time. Just quickly, you may have noticed I've got a little bit of a different setup. My wife kept saying to me, you've got a really, really nice camera. Why do you still use those webcams to make your videos? Truth is, with the webcam setup, it was just really, really easy. But I have changed things a little bit. I'm using my iPhone 15 now to video the top down of the MPC. I'm using my FX30 to do the face stuff. So it's going to be much better quality, I think, and it was probably about time that I did that. So that's why things might look a little bit different. Going forward, I'm probably going to stick with this setup. It's difficult to pull away from using my Brio webcams because I've used them for so long and they're really, really good webcams and they're just so easy to set up. But that's just a quick explanation as to why things look a little bit different. If you think it looks absolutely rubbish, say in the comments below, give me a massive thumbs down, dislike, and maybe I'll go back to my Brios. But for now, we're going to stick with the FX30 and the iPhone. So thanks very much for that. I'll see you next time.